Hello, children. How are you all? You might have got bored at home now. You might be thinking, what is the reasons behind that? Yes? Okay. God has a reason for allowing things to happen. We may never know or understand His wisdom, but we simply have to trust His will. God bless you all the way. We have to trust Lord because He has some plan for us. That's why we all are sitting at home. Okay? Myself, Mrs. Ajita Masih of Mount Carmel School. Today I am going to take Lesson 5 Fundamental Rights of Social Studies. Okay, the first topic is what are fundamental rights? Children, as the citizen of India, we are having certain rights that we have to follow. So the first one is fundamental rights. Rights are the basic human rights for all citizens. Second one is duties. Duties promote a spirit of patriotism, that is devotion, and to uphold the unity of India. Now the next point is what is Constitution? Yes, children. The Constitution is a set of rules according to which the government of the country runs. You can see in the image there are three types of organs of government. First one is executive government, legislative government, and judiciary government. It explains the relationship between the government and the citizen, and it also clarifies that nobody can misuse them or violate the rights of the citizen, and also guard the rights of the citizen. The next topic is Indian Constitution. As we all know that India got independence on 15 August 1947 and the government decided to form the Constitution. For that, they elected the people of India as a member of the parliament. Then they enforced the Constitution on 26 January 1950. It defines the goals and duties of every citizen as well as, do you know children, this was the longest constitution written in the world. Okay, now we are going to study about India more. India is a sovereign, socialistic, secular and democratic country. Sovereign means that it is an independent country. Socialistic means every citizen is equal. Secular means every religion has equal importance. Democratic means people has a right to choose their own government. And republic means the people who choose the government, they are elected by the people for the fixed term. Now children, we are going to study about the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights enable a citizen for a better life. There are 7 rights which is given in the image. First one is right to equality, right to religion, right to justice, cultural and education right, constitutional remedy rights, right to freedom, and right to education. These are the 7 important rights which is being given by the Constitution of India. Okay children, I have added some pictures to explain you more. First one is right to equality. Every person in our country have right to be treated as an equal and has right to access basic facilities provided. Second one is right to religion. Every religion have equal right. Also, Constitution has provided every person to follow any religion. Next one is right to justice. Our Constitution has provided right to every person irrespective of caste, creed, gender to approach the Constitution and receive justice. The last one is culture and education. Right. Firstly, as well as we know that in our country various cultures are practiced. Therefore, every culture has the right to be preserved. Secondly, our constitution has provided to every person in our country the right to acquire education, especially to the minorities and the weaker section of our society. Further continuing, next one is right to constitutional remedies. This right empowers the citizen to move a court of law in case of denial of fundamental rights. For example, some of the fundamental rights such as right to equality, right to freedom. Here, denial of fundamental rights means a person has been not allowed to exercise his or her fundamental rights. This may be anywhere, such as within a specific society or a group. Next one is right to freedom. In this, every person has a freedom to speech and expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of movement, freedom of residence and settlement, freedom of profession, occupation, trade and business. The last one is right to education. This act was enacted by Parliament of India on 4th August 2009, in which it specifically gave a right to acquire free and compulsory education to children between the age of 6 to 14 years in India. So these are the 7 fundamental rights of every citizen. Till now we studied about the fundamental rights. Now we are going to study about fundamental duties. There are 11 duties towards the country, society or the individual. The main duty is we have to respect our national flag, national anthem. We should keep the country united. Then when the country is in danger, it is our duty to help the government as well as others. We should promote harmony, common brotherhood, take care of natural environment like trees, forests, etc. Avoid violence and protect public properties, and should preserve the rich heritage of our country and culture. The next one is directive principle. Steps taken from the government to safeguard the life of every citizen. Government should provide better living condition for the citizen. Third one, should provide employment to all men and women. Should provide education for children up to the age of 14. Special tribes like SC and ST should give a better life. There should be no exploitation in the citizen. So these are some common rules and regulation which has been imposed in our constitution, and we all have to take care, and we should go through this only. Okay children, now this lesson is finished. I hope you understood. Please read the lesson. I will be meeting again. Thank you. Take care, be safe, pray to God so that we can meet in the school again as soon as possible. Pray to God to take the coronavirus which has been spread all over the nation to move fast from this world so that we can live a normal life. Thank you. Bye.